Mind if I sit?
That doesn't look like the kind of camera someone carries unless they've been somewhere interesting.
Yeah, it's been a few places. Antarctica was wild.
I can spot well-traveled gear a mile away. That's not your average tourist strap, either.
You're right, it's not exactly a vacation spot. The cold sticks with you.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. Some places change how you see things.
Definitely. Antarctica made everything back home feel quieter.
That stayed with me longer than I expected. Sometimes it sneaks up on you later.
Yeah, it hits you in weird moments. I wasn't ready for that.
It's strange what comes back to you later. I once found myself missing the wind in Antarctica standing in a grocery line.
That's so true. I miss the crunch of the snow sometimes.
Antarctica has a way of getting under your skin. I still remember the silence.
The silence feels bigger than anywhere else. It's almost heavy.
Exactly, it's almost like standing on another planet. I've never heard quiet like that.
Same here. Even the loudest places seem small after that.
It surprises you every time you think back. Some places don't really leave you.
I get that. Antarctica just sticks around in your head.
New Zealand did that to me too, but in a gentler way. Driving through Fjordland felt like I'd fallen into a dream.
Fjordland is unreal. I feel like New Zealand quietly ruins other places.
It really is, like the world before people arrived. Did you make it out on the water there?
Yeah, I got out on a tiny boat. The mist was everywhere.
That's the best way to do it. The water almost glows in the morning.
Absolutely. I still remember the color. It's impossible to describe.
I still remember the mist coming off those peaks. That kind of scene lingers for years.
Some places just stay with you. New Zealand does that.
They really do, even when you think you've moved on. I never expected Cedar Rapids would stick with me, but it did.
Cedar Rapids after the derecho felt different. The city was changed.
I'm guessing you mean the derecho. It definitely changed things overnight. That kind of storm leaves a mark you can't shake off.
Yeah, it was sudden and lasting. People there showed real grit.
Recovery felt endless, but people showed up for each other. I met some of the most grounded folks there.
I noticed that too. There's something steady about Cedar Rapids people.
It's unusual how quickly a community finds its rhythm again. That kind of resilience is rare.
It's impressive. I've seen it in only a few places.
It really is, and it sticks with you long after you leave. Makes you appreciate small things more.
That's true. I started noticing tiny details everywhere after that.
I sometimes find myself missing Iowa coffee shops more than the big city ones. There's something honest about them.
Totally agree. Iowa coffee shops feel more like living rooms.
Feels good to know someone else gets that. Not everyone does.
I know, it's underrated. The vibe is just different there.
Absolutely, it deserves more credit. The quiet corners have their own charm.
Yeah, I miss those corners. They're perfect for watching life happen.
Me too, especially on cold mornings. There's comfort in familiar spaces.
That's true. I always found warmth in those places.
I've really enjoyed this. It's not often a conversation feels this easy.
This has been really good. I'd like to keep this going sometime.
We should continue this sometime, if you'd like. I'd enjoy hearing more of your stories.
I'd love that. Let's find another day soon.
Great, let's make it happen. I'm already looking forward to it.
Me too. This feels like the start of something good.
That's settled then. I'll even promise not to critique your camera strap.
Deal. I promise not to judge your coffee order.
Perfect. Next time, coffee or another bright bar like this.
Sounds perfect. I'll bring a story or two.
Looking forward to it. See you soon, Clara.
See you soon, Daniel. Hi. Mind if I sit?
Hi, Clara. Good to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you too, Daniel. I like the energy here.
That doesn't look like the kind of camera someone carries unless they've been somewhere interesting.
Yeah, it's been to some wild places. Antarctica made it freeze up once.
That's the best kind of camera. Wild places change how you see everything.
Absolutely. I still catch myself thinking in ice and wind sometimes.
Some places don't really leave you. It's strange how that works.
Yeah, it sneaks up on you. Some places just stay with you.
That stayed with me longer than I expected. Antarctica did that most.
Same here. It's like the cold rewires your brain.
You've been to Antarctica too? That's rare company.
That's awesome. Not many people get to say that.
It felt like another planet. I still miss the silence sometimes.
I know what you mean. The silence there felt huge.
The quiet there is almost physical. It's hard to describe.
Totally. It's like everything else gets quieter for months after.
I get flashes of it sometimes, just walking outside. Iowa winters come close.
Yeah, Iowa can surprise you. Cedar Rapids after the derecho felt unreal.
After the derecho, the silence in Cedar Rapids was unsettling. It felt heavy.
I felt that too. The city seemed paused, almost holding its breath.
It's not something you take off quickly. Some moments just linger.
It's funny what stays with you. Those moments shape everything.
Sometimes it's a small detail, a smell or a certain light. Travel sharpens that.
Definitely. New Zealand did that for me. The light there
You
felt
sound like
strange.
someone who's really seen things. Ever been to New Zealand?
Yeah, I spent a few months there. I feel like New Zealand quietly ruins other places.
That's fantastic. I did a self-drive from Queenstown up to the Bay of Islands.
That's a classic route. I love the drive along Lake Wakatipu.
I never got tired of those switchbacks. Even the sheep seemed impressed.
Yeah, sheep judge hard in New Zealand. I swear they know more than they let on.
They really do. I felt like every photo had a little woolly critic.
That's hilarious. I've got a few shots where sheep look suspicious.
Dry humor's the only defense against judgmental livestock. Keeps you humble.
Exactly. Sheep keep photographers honest. It's a strange
really
kind of
enjoyed
wisdom.
this. It's not often a conversation feels this easy.
I'm glad you said that. This has been really good.
We should continue this sometime, if you'd like. No sheep required.
I'd like to keep this going sometime. Sheep-free is perfect.
Great, Clara. Let's plan for another round soon, maybe somewhere quieter.
Sounds good to me. I'll bring less camera gear next time.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. This has been a nice surprise.
That's settled, then. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Clara.
Thanks, Daniel. Let me know if you need anything else.
Of course. Anything else you need before you go?